Hannah was a mid-20s woman who had just given birth to her first child, a beautiful baby girl. She had been looking forward to being a mother for years and always imagined it would be the happiest time of her life. But as soon as the baby arrived, Hannah started to feel overwhelmed and unhappy. She found herself crying all the time, feeling anxious and irritable and having trouble sleeping. She felt like she was not bonding with her baby and was constantly worried that she was doing something wrong. Hannah had always been a happy and confident person, but since the birth of her baby, she has been struggling with a deep sense of sadness and despair that she couldn't shake. Hannah felt like she wasn't cut out for motherhood and she wasn't a good enough mother for her child and was letting everyone down. She felt overwhelmed and isolated, like no one understood what she was going through. Hannah's friends and family were concerned and urged her to get help. They suggested she see a doctor or a psychologist, but Hannah was hesitant. She had heard that postpartum depression was a common condition, but she was afraid of what others might think if they found out. She was also worried that she would be judged for not being able to cope with motherhood. However, as the weeks went by, Hannah's symptoms became worse and she found herself struggling to care for her baby. She realized that she needed help and decided to seek treatment. She made an appointment with a psychologist who specialized in postpartum depression. The psychologist listened carefully to Hannah's symptoms and explained that postpartum depression was a common and treatable condition. She told Hannah about the various treatment options available, including therapy, medication, and support groups. She encouraged Hannah to be open and honest about her feelings and worked to help her find the best treatment for her. Hannah was hesitant about medication, so the psychologist recommended that she try therapy first. She suggested cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, which is a type of talk therapy that could help her identify and change negative thought patterns. Hannah agreed to try it and was surprised to see how much it helped. The psychologist helped her understand her feelings of sadness and anxiety were not her fault and she was not alone. She taught her coping strategies and helped her identify negative thought patterns and replace them with more positive ones. Hannah was also encouraged to join a support group for new mothers. The group was a safe place where she could talk about her feelings and experiences with others who were also going through the same thing. The other mothers were supportive and understanding, and Hannah felt comforted knowing that she was not alone. In addition to therapy and support, the psychologist also recommended that Hannah make some lifestyle changes to improve her mental health. She advised her to exercise regularly, eat a healthy diet, and get enough sleep. She also encouraged her to ask for help from friends and family and to take time for herself. With time and support, Hannah started to feel better. She was able to bond with her baby and was no longer overwhelmed by the demands of motherhood. She also was able to sleep better and had more energy and motivation. She felt like she was getting back to her old self, and she was grateful for the support she had received. Hannah's postpartum depression was a difficult and challenging experience, but with the help of her psychologist and support group, she was able to overcome it. She now had a better understanding of the condition and was more equipped to cope with it if it ever happened again. She was also grateful for the opportunity to reach out for help and encouraged others who were struggling with the same postpartum depression to do the same. In conclusion, postpartum depression is a common and treatable condition, and there are several treatment options available. If you know someone who is experiencing symptoms, it is important to seek help. If you know someone who is experiencing symptoms, it is important to seek help. With the right support and treatment, it is possible to overcome postpartum depression and enjoy motherhood.